Tonight, the latest on Luigi Mangioni's arrest. UK prisons are set to run out of room yet again. And coverage of the ongoing wildfires in California. That plus more ahead on the OBC Evening News. Good evening, I'm Toasty Dragon 603 and thank you for joining us. Right now, a former prep school valedictorian is sitting in a prison cell in central Pennsylvania after being denied bail. Luigi Mangioni is fighting extradition to New York on murder charges for the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Here's more on the story.
Shouting to the cameras.
Completely unjust and an insult to the intelligence of the American people.
Luigi Mangioni entered a Pennsylvania courthouse defiant Tuesday. The 26-year-old Maryland native denied bail and fighting extradition to New York, where he's charged with second-degree murder, accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Mangioni's lawyer says he plans to plead not guilty.
I haven't seen any evidence that says that he's the shooter.
Altoona police arrested the suspect Monday after he was spotted at this McDonald's.
I thought everyone was kidding around. The one guy said, "That looks like the shooter from New York."
According to investigators, police found Mangioni with a 3D printed gun and a silencer, similar to the one used in the shooting, plus a handwritten 3-page note, reading in part, "These parasites simply had it coming."
He explained his reasons for doing what he did, which in his mind was precisely to deplore the state of healthcare in the United States.
Mangioni had complained about a back injury on social media.
Do you know that he was suffering from a spinal misalignment?
Authorities say the extradition process could take up to 30 days.
Prisons are still set to run out of room, yet again in the UK despite Labour's plans to build at least 14,000 more spaces by 2031. Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood confirmed this morning, speaking to Kay Burley about Labour's plans on how they are going to fix the ongoing crisis.
Let's start with prisons. What's your strategy to increase places?
Well, we published today our 10-year capacity strategy. We will be building 14,000 prison places. Even with the delivery of the 14,000, we do still run out because the demand for prison places is going up. Well, that's why I announced the sentencing review a few weeks ago, which will report in spring of next year, because we have to do everything. We have to invest in maintenance so that we don't lose too many cells to dilapidation or, as you say, fire risk. We have to build, and we will build and we will deliver these 14,000, but it's still not enough. And so we are going to have to do things differently in this country. That's what I've asked the sentencing review to look at. And what I've specifically asked them to do is to make sure that there is always a prison place available for people that have to be locked up for reasons of public protection, that we can do a better job in prisons of helping people turn their lives around so they don't commit more crime when they come out, and to expand the use of punishment outside of prison as well in a way that the public can have confidence in.
Actor Dick Van Dyke and musician Cher are among thousands of residents who have been told to leave their homes in the city of Malibu after a fast-moving wildfire broke out and burned acres of the wealthy enclave near Los Angeles. Hundreds of personnel have been deployed to fight the Franklin fire, which started late on Monday in Malibu Canyon before torching several homes. Much of Malibu is under a mandatory evacuation order. No injuries have been reported, but the blaze was still 0% contained as of Wednesday morning, and tens of thousands of homes were without power. The cause is not yet clear, but the region has been under a red flag warning, meaning conditions are ripe for extreme fires. More than 3,000 acres of land have been burned, according to officials' latest information. Some 1,500 firefighters have been sent to tackle the flames. Federal assistance has been made available, Governor Gavin Newsom said.
Within hours, the Franklin fire in Malibu, California exploded, rapidly scorching more than 2,500 acres and damaging homes.
The fire has grown an additional 600 acres this morning and this afternoon. Over 1,500 firefighters are currently assigned to this incident.
Thousands were ordered to evacuate. Kurt Cam stayed behind.
All these things were swirling down, and there's just sparks and embers blowing everywhere, and you think the world's coming to an end.
Students at nearby Pepperdine University captured the flames inching closer as others took cover in the library.
It was really scary, but we got in and we're fine. Yeah. We just had to wait it out.
To get control of this wind-driven fire that's hitting this rugged mountainous terrain, firefighters are attacking from the air.
We're in the middle of December, and yet we're experiencing yet another wildfire in Southern California.
Red flag warnings remain in effect for Southern California through Wednesday.
Coming up after the break, we take a look at a new film that was made within, of all things, Grand Theft Auto 5.
This portion of the OBC Evening News is sponsored by the Co-op. Owned by you, right by you.
Prevented from working by the COVID pandemic, Sam Crane and Mark Oosterveen turned to online gaming. The UK-based pair decided to put on a virtual production of Hamlet inside the online version of GTA. Here's more from Riley.
For the first time in the play's 400-year history, actors needed to be protected by a fighter jet, especially one piloted by a luminous green alien. As with any real-life play, the production began with auditions. This is William Shakespeare's Hamlet, Crane's in-game character announced to a group of hopeful avatars. I believe it's the first time it's ever been performed at the Vinewood Bowl. If I could just request that you refrain from killing each other, he begged, and don't kill the actors either. But predictably, murderous carnage ensued. Reviews for Grand Theft Hamlet have praised its innovative emotional depth. This is an irreplaceable experience that speaks volumes about following your dreams despite the challenges that await, IGN wrote. Variety said it took Shakespeare to a whole new dimension, and Crane feels traditional stage plays can learn from gaming, a more accessible medium. Grand Theft Hamlet will be released in UK and Irish cinemas on 6 December, then streaming globally on Mubi in early 2025.
I don't really know what I can say about that, but that's tonight's OBC Evening News. We'll be back in probably 5 months' time. Good night and stay safe.